Hi everybody, welcome. I'm going to be walking you through your first steps. You've just gotten started, you're ready to start building your business, and you're kind of lost. You don't know what to do. And so I'm going to walk you through the first things to do. This is very basic. Hopefully whoever enrolled you texted you the welcome text. Hopefully they sent you the welcome text and you've got a list of things to do. I think there's 4 items on the welcome text. I'm about to walk through it. And if they didn't, I'm going to show you where it is, okay? So if you go to rachelspeaks.net, this is our business training site. If you go to rachelspeaks.net, click the resources tab and click welcome text, okay? You will see what you should have been sent by your sponsor, but maybe you weren't. Those of you that are building a business, I would highly recommend you copy this text and email it to yourself, copy it into your cell phone so you've got it on hand and you can share it, okay, with others. It's on hand, it's in your notes section. You're like, not like, oh, where is it? Where did it go? It's there, you can use it. Okay, so next, the first step of the welcome text. First, let me welcome you to Pure. We're so happy you've joined this amazing company. When you're ready to get started, we recommend that the very first thing you do is choose whether you want to build a customer base with a product-focused message for a small monthly income, or a team of builders. You want to build with a team of builders with a focus on the business for a large weekly income. Then watch the launch video of your choice under the Start Here tab. Okay, so it's a lot covered right there. There's some people who, when I launch them, you guys, they say right out, I'm not interested in the network marketing part of this. I'm not interested in building teams. I'm not interested in really telling anybody anything about the business. They're terrified to talk about the business. Those people need to watch the customer-based video. They probably don't even really need to be launched because they just obviously don't really want anything to do with being launched. They don't want anything to do with the business. They're just loving the products and they're wanting to share that, and that's totally fine. My goal is to make sure that they understand it's difficult to make more than $2,000 a month. You can make $1,000 a month with 20 customers. But I mean, you're not gonna make $1,000 a week. It's very rarely that will happen if you're just building with the customer base. So I just want to make sure they know that. And then they can go watch the customer focus launched and go off on that path. And so maybe that's you. Go watch the customer focus launched and go off on that path. But if you're really wanting to make 1,000 plus per week, that's one of your long-term goals. You're going to want to watch that second launch video. I think I have a picture of where that is. And then you're going to get launched. Okay. You're going to get launched. And I'll talk about that in just a second. This is step 2 of the welcome text. Go register for the weekly newsletter. I send it out sometimes twice a week, and it is full of information. Don't get to where you're just blowing that off either. There's recognition in it. There's promotions in it. I know about the promotions that corporate puts out before they tell you. So as soon as they're out, I'm letting you know. It's just another way to be on top of everything. So register for that newsletter. You guys can go register for it now if you haven't yet. purelifechangers.com/newsletter. You can go register for that. Okay, this is important and nobody's really doing this. Register for the weekly new IBO training. Now this is a recording. Sometimes I do it live, but usually it's just a recording. They can watch it on Tuesday night at 9, or they can just watch the instant replay, which is what most people do anyways. And so that's the overview.easywebinar.live/new IBO training. It's short, it's less than 10 minutes. It's just kind of some basic information reiterating the most important things you need to know as you're starting your business, okay? 4, there's only 4 steps in the welcome text. Remember, your sponsor, whoever's bringing you in, is texting you, sending you this. Text me when you've done these things and we'll schedule a launch session. That's a 10-minute call to discuss your goals, questions, and next steps. Now, if you're brand new, you don't need to be doing launches with anybody. Pull your upline in, pull your upline diamond, pull whoever you're working with who you know they're working this every day, and have them do the launch. You're more than welcome to participate with your new IBO if you'd like. That's funny, Siri just went off. Our business training website is rachelspeaks.net. Start watching the first few videos so you can get an understanding of what is ahead. Okay, so that's kind of where you start, right? And so the next step is to go watch your launch video. This is kind of a busy looking screen because I zoomed it in or zoomed tiny and made it so that you could see it. But this is the Start Here button on Rachel Speaks. You're going to either choose the business focused or the customer focused path. This is one path right here at the top. This is the second path. You can watch both if you want to, but just know that if your goal is to make over 1,000 a week, you really need to be watching the business focused launch. But what I really want to make a big deal about right here is that additional business training button. A lot of people miss that. And you guys, there's a wealth of information. This week I was getting texts of, how do I set up my back office? How do I change my auto ship? How do I enroll somebody? It's all right here. Just watch the videos. Now I know there's always people who are like, I just want the answer. And here, let me just say this. I've been doing this a long time. Everybody wants me to get on the phone and answer their questions for them. It's easier, right? It's faster. You just want the questions really fast. But I learned a couple of years in that getting on the phone with every single new person that joined my team and answering all their questions was not a smart use of my time. So I started putting it in video format. And I also learned that the people who really want to build, they schedule out time and they sit down and they watch the videos and they make a list of their questions and then they come back to us and we get their questions answered. But to just ask someone, you know, that answers to questions when they're all laid out there for you, you guys, you have to treat this like a business. You have to treat this like a business. There's a system in place for a reason. And so just start working through the videos. Work through the videos in the path that you chose, okay? At the top path of the business path, the bottom path is leading with products path, and then make sure you keep going through the additional business training. In the midst of these videos, you're going to get launched. You're going to meet with the person who is making money on your team that's kind of mentor you and work with you and hold you accountable. And they're just going to talk to you about your goals. That's all they're going to do. Find out what is your, like I just said, I help people, if they tell me they want to hit gold, I say, okay, this is what we need to do to get you to gold. Just so you, they don't usually say I want to hit gold. They say I want to make $2,000 a month. And I'm like, okay, well then we need to be getting you to gold on a regular basis. And I walk them through what that looks like. And they're in their head going, okay, I need to get to gold. I need to get to gold. I can do that. I need to hit gold every week. So that's your launch. That's important. After your 10 to 15 minute launch, which again is just a discussion of your goals and getting your questions answered, launches with me take about 10 minutes. They're short and sweet. You will begin inviting. And you've already watched the videos on how to invite. You've already decided which path you're going to take. You know how to invite. There's loads of videos. There's a script on inviting if you want to use that. There's a frequently asked questions, all under Rachel Speaks on the resources tab so that you know how to start inviting. But tell the person that launched you when you're going to start inviting. So if I launched somebody yesterday, I want to know, when are you going to start inviting, Beth? And there's a reason why I want to know. Because Beth has 75 names on her list and she's going to start inviting. And as soon as she starts inviting, she's going to be inviting them hopefully to the easy overview link. If you invite them to the easy overview link, which is under the resources tab, in fact, let me just click back a few steps here. Okay, see the webinar link? That's the easy overview link. If you send this to somebody, they will, when they register, they're going to go on this VIP page, number one. Number two, they get at least 7 to 10 emails dripped on them for the next 7 to 10 days saying, what did you think about the presentation? Get back to the person who invited you. Ask them what their story is. Check out these real stories. Basically, we're working for you and we're directing your person back to you. If you send them to a YouTube site or you send them to purelifechangers.com, maybe they watched it, maybe they didn't, you never know. And it's on you to follow up with them. This way, we're helping you follow up with them and we can see if they watched it and how much of it they watched. So this is the link for the webinar link. You can see that right there. And then you can also see the new IBO link right there. Okay, inviting with texting, common objections. You guys, this is a wealth of information on this page right here. I hope you use it. I hope you use it. Okay, so back to, you're gonna begin inviting, and then if you're a VIP, you can log into the VIP site on Rachel Speaks and you can check this yourself. If you're not a VIP, because what's a VIP? It's somebody who's purchased a 1,500 point order or more, or has signed up someone who did. If you enrolled an IBO or a customer who purchased a 1,500 point order or more, you're VIP. If you came in with a VIP order, a 1,500 point order or more, you're a VIP. In my book, you're a VIP. And that number one gives you access to this site. There's a lot of reasons why it's good. I actually just put a new video up on purelifechangers.com at why you want to look at investing in one of our larger packages. It's a short little video under the comp plan on purelifechangers.com. But one of the reasons why is you get access to this VIP site. And look, you can schedule connects with me. You can schedule your launches with me. You can also see daily you can see the list. So remember, Beth was saying she was going to start inviting people. I'm going to start looking on this daily going, is Beth inviting people? Is her name even popping up at all? And if Beth said she was going to start inviting today and her name's not on here at all, I'm like, okay, one of two things happened. Either she didn't invite anybody or she's horrible at inviting and she needs some help. So no matter what, I need to reach out to her and be like, how's it going? What's happening? Because I'm going to work with her. right? She's told me that this is her goal. She's told me that she wants to accomplish this goal. She's told me she's going to start inviting tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's over and she hasn't invited anybody, or nobody's watched. It's really foolproof. If you do it the way we teach you to, you should be getting people watching, okay? So I can kind of see whether or not they're having results or not. And so this is a really cool little tool. And if you're VIP, it's a massive benefit to be able to log on here and see, are the people that I'm inviting watching? How much of it are they watching? And then, like Joanne had Eddie Ray watch 100% of it. So Joanne can now go back and be like, Eddie, I know you watched it. What'd you like best? Right? So now she knows without like that weird, did you watch it? Did you not watch it? I don't know, because I sent you a YouTube link and I have no idea. This is just a really great place. Once you have invited everybody on your list, and I would encourage you to do it fast. That's why I put it here. Don't spread it out. I've got 75 people. I'm going to call one person a day. I would encourage you, find a time when you can sit down and call 30 and 30 over 2 days. If you can do all 75 at once, great. We have all kinds of trainings on how to do it fast. It works better. It's better on you. It's easier on you. It's just easier. Don't spread it out. Please don't spread it out. I could go into that for a long time, but I won't. And then after you're done inviting everybody, you're going to split your time on Pure daily, right? So some of you are like, I'm spending 2 hours a day on Pure. Some of you are like, I'm spending an hour a day on Pure. Some of you are like, I'm spending 8 hours a day on Pure because I don't have a full-time job anymore and I have no kids at home. Great. You're going to spend a third of that time inviting, a third of that time following up, and a third of that time on you, developing you, educating yourself, learning about what we have, watching the training videos on the business page of Rachel Speaks, watching the product videos on purelifechangers.com, listening to past podcasts on our SoundCloud account. You learn about that in our new IBO training. Reading books from our recommended reading list. You should always be reading a book from our recommended reading list. The first one you start with is Beach Money. And I'll just remind you as I wrap up your first steps, because I'll tell all of you, if you give new people too much information, it's literally like pouring concrete on their feet. They get so overwhelmed, they don't know what to do, they're freaking out, and they just don't do anything, okay? So I encourage them, stay close to somebody who's actively building this every day, okay? Stay close to them. Ask them if you can check in with them daily. Keep your goals near you at all times. I find index cards and things that I wrote down years ago that I used to carry around in my purse and carry around in my wallet, and would write down, I want to make $5,000 a month. I want to get a new computer. Like, I would write these things down, and I find them now and I'm like, oh my gosh, I achieved all of those goals. And it's because I read in the books the importance of writing them down. That's actually biblical. And then the importance of carrying it around with me and reminding myself of those things at all times. So keep your goals near you at all times and start working your way through the recommended reading list. You can do them on Audible, you can listen, but I do want to halt, and before I end this, say, it's very easy to spend all of your time reading, watching videos, learning about the reports. I had someone the other day who was like, I'm just going to watch videos all day long. No. The people on my team who've made the most amount of money, and I'm talking anywhere from $4,000 to $15,000 their first 4 weeks in the business, they did not spend a lot of time watching videos and reading books. They made their list and they started inviting. And when people had questions when they invited them and they watched the presentation, they connected them to a leader. And they listened while the leader answered those questions so that they could learn. That there's time to read, there's time to learn later. That's not what you're going to do in the beginning stages. It just gets harder and harder. It's kind of like working out. It's really kind of like working out. I have some friends that are doing the 100 burpees a day for 50 days. There's no way you could ever get me to do that. But I ride my Peloton every day. And I'm going to tell you what, it's easier for me if I just get up and do it first thing in the morning. If I don't, the rest of the morning, I'm sitting here thinking, I got to go do that. I got to go do that. I got to go do that. I got to go. Just do it. Just get the invitations over with. And then we can move on to the following up and listening to your team, answer your friends' questions. And yes, you're going to get no's. It's just part of it. But don't get emotionally attached. Expect them. I always teach, it's like the waitress at the coffee shop. You know, you go in and you sit down and she goes around saying, would you like some coffee, ma'am? Would you like some coffee, sir? If you say no, she doesn't throw the coffee pot on the floor and say, she doesn't want my coffee. I'm done with this job. I'm horrible. No, it's just not their time for coffee. It's okay. Okay, so don't get frustrated when people say no. You will get rejection. It will. It's going to happen. And that's why I think a lot of people quit here is they can't handle that. But it's okay. It's just part of what we do. Don't get emotionally attached. Okay, so thank you so much for joining. I'm going to stay on and answer some questions, but I hope this was helpful for all of you as you are first getting started building your business.